Hello and welcome to this presentation that I called Holiday Flow Fun. So what's the background? Well, imagine you are traveling somewhere and it's raining. And then of course everybody is annoyed, not happy. Yeah? And the question is, can Power Automate help us here and give us some hope what to do on a rainy day? And the answer is of course yes. Yeah? If you want to see how, then stick with me because I will give you a kind of example what kind of flows and automations you can use. So let's get started. The example that I have is, let's say Papa gets up in the morning while the kid's still sleeping and checks the weather. Yeah? If the weather is good, a flow gives us the information, yeah? Weather is good, we see a motivational picture, yeah? Or a song or whatever you want to play, a video or whatever, yeah? And then we use Copilot, in my case Bing Copilot, to make us a plan. Yeah? And the other thing is, if the weather is bad, yeah, then let's say we stay inside, we can play computer games. Yeah? But then to ensure that the kids don't play too long, we update a playing budget, yeah, that we record in Excel. That's the idea. Yeah? How can this be realized with the Power Platform? Well, of course, first thing is we have a cloud flow here that is triggered by our mobile app. Then we have here another flow, yeah, that is triggered by a message based on the weather conditions. And then an assessment is made with the AI prompt whether the weather is good or bad. If it's good, we run an attended RPA flow, show the picture or play the music and give us a plan. If the weather is bad, we open Minecraft, play, and then of course we need to update this Excel, yeah, to ensure that the kids are not playing too much. Yeah? And this is done with an unattended RPA flow and incorporated as a child flow in this one. I will show you how this works in a second. Yeah? Okay, so let's see a demo, how this works and how you can realize that. So let's switch to my demo machine. So I'm here on my computer and what you see is my mobile phone that I synced here. And what I'm doing now is I just want to open here this application, this flow, and say, okay, I want to go to Barcelona, or maybe I'm in Barcelona in Spain, and I want to see how is the weather. Yeah? So I say execute the flow. This triggers a first cloud flow that checks the weather conditions. Yeah? And I hope the weather is still good. I checked it a couple of minutes ago. The weather and the weather forecast for Barcelona was good. So if the conditions are good, I want that in the first step an RPA flow is running on my computer, opening a music or a picture in my case, giving me some motivation to get up, do something outside. And then, because I have no idea about Barcelona and what you can do there, then I want to open a browser session, an in-private browser session, and you will see how this can be done, to show me or give me some ideas what we can do as a family in Barcelona. And this might take some time because I put a lot of pauses inside and waiting times. But let's here wait a second until this thing starts. And while doing that, I can explain a bit more. So first thing is this robotic process automation flow will open a file here that I stored somewhere. I give it a name. You can use a music or something. Just give it a name and then wait until it's playing. And then in the second step, an in private browser session will be opened. Why? Because I have so many different profiles on my computer for different demo, test and other tenants that I wanted not to mess around with them and wanted to open a in private session. So let's wait here a second until the desktop flow runs. So you see it's opening the file explorer, and in the file explorer I sized it correctly. I found the field, I entered the text here, and now is some waiting time because sometimes it takes a bit of time until it finds a file. I have here only one that has this name. It opens it up, so you see the motivation picture. It zooms it, makes it bigger, and soon you will see that it shrinks again and disappears. Why? Because this was the first step that's finished, and now you see the command running. Yeah, and to open a private browser session, I found that this command prompt is the easiest way. Yeah? Now you see there's this crazy pop-up that is always coming. That's a bit annoying. So I said, okay, move there, accept it, and then in the question box that you see in the middle, go there and ask what you can do as a family, maybe in Barcelona or in the location where you are and want to make a holiday. Yeah? So you see here that we can visit Sagrada Familia, do something on the beach, do a day trip somewhere, and get some inspiration what you can do, and then you can sit down with your family and decide, hey, we are doing this or that. So this was the first step, so to say, if you have a good weather condition, and you want to do something really outside. So let's close that, and also that one here. Now let us do some similar playing, but now do it for a city where the weather is bad. And I checked the weather conditions couple of minutes before for Adelaide in Australia. So if the weather has not suddenly changed, what we should see is that our RPA flow is running again, but this time it should open here the Minecraft icon, or the Minecraft app, so to say, is Minecraft Education. Because we said when there is a bad weather, the kids are allowed to stay in-house or inside the room or inside the camper van or whatever you have and play a bit of Minecraft. But also here, to avoid that the kids play too much and do nothing else than just playing video games, the first thing is I have here Minecraft Education, where you can also learn something. It's not just playing, it's also learning something. And the other thing is this RPA flow that will hopefully open Minecraft. Yeah, you see the weather was bad, still bad in Adelaide. It opens now Minecraft, and now you don't want that something moves on this screen, because now the kids want to play. And to avoid that the Excel list or the budget that you track in the Excel list, that this interrupts this game, I said I need an attended RPA flow, an unattended, that updates automatically the Excel file in the background. I will show you this in a minute, so let's wait until our world is loaded. And here I say, here it's a cybersecurity learning. It's a world that you can play and learn something about cybersecurity, what you have to be aware of, and so on. I'm not going to play here a lot, just show you how it can open and what you can do with it. And then of course, now there should not be an Excel here in the forefront. You do not want to be interrupted. That's why I have this unattended RPA flow that is running now, while this is open and complete. In the background there's an RPA flow that updates our Excel. So let me try to exit this thing here and then have a look. Exit this Minecraft Education. And I will show you this in a second here. So the Excel sheet is this one here. And in the background there is unattended flow running. I hope it is this machine. So let's refresh it. You see it's cute now. And once the machine are up and running, they will fill in here a new line. I just said, okay, with the date, whether you're at home and how is the weather, you can fill any other information. Okay, so I will not wait until this is finished, it might take a while, but rather show you some technical details, how I set this up. In case you want to do something similar. So first thing was this Cloudflow that you triggered on your mobile phone. It checks the weather and then sends an email. Then I have a second flow that starts with the email. Of course, this would not be necessary, but I just wanted to show that we can automatically trigger something based on an incoming email or an event or something happens. Yeah? Then we have here the AI builder. Why the AI builder? Well, I get here the weather conditions and then I need an assessment. Is the weather really good or is it bad? Yeah. I hold the location, country and the weather conditions and then I make a decision. Yeah, or basically the flow. If the weather conditions are good, yeah, then you will see the picture and this plan that we saw in the first step, yeah, with Barcelona, where a desktop, an attended RPA flow runs and shows us all these details. In case the weather is bad, that's what we saw, this RPA, this one starts in attended mode. Why? Because we want to see, of course, Minecraft and directly want to play. Yeah? And at the same time, you see here this child flow. Yeah? That's this one. If I open it, this is this flow here, and this one starts an unattended run. Yeah? And it just takes the daytime and says the weather is bad. Yeah? That's all. And this one will be then fill our Excel sheet, so to say. Yeah? But this flow here, it is a very simple one. I can show you here in a second. It has only one step, so it's super easy. Yeah? And if this opens, you will see what will happen. It basically adds a row, yeah, into a specific sheet. Yeah? And then it says, okay, here is the date variable, here is the weather variable, and then I have a calculated field inside of Excel. Yeah? That's all what is happening if you run this flow. Yeah? And then, of course, let's see if this one is already finished. Sorry. This one might take a while. Yeah, it just finishes up. So we should see hopefully a new line. Yeah, you see the line that is not highlighted. This was added. Yeah? So you can track the days your kids were playing. Yeah? And how they're doing with doing something outside and inside. But now let me give you a quick glimpse on how I set up these machines for the unattended run. So I came here, I said machine groups, and then I did not select the hosted machine. Actually, it would be sufficient. I said a machine group. And this is my machine group. You can go here and then see in the settings. Actually, I have a maximum number of 2 bots. One is committed. Yeah, you can set this differently depending on your requirements. And the important thing is here this connection, because at the beginning I did not know how to find it, but it's actually easy. So you just go on connections, and I hope it does not take too long. But I have it opened somewhere here, I think. Yeah. So here's the connections. You say create a new connection, and then you select this desktop flow. And once you're doing that, you can connect either your local computer or one of the hosted machine groups or machines, whatever you have. And once you have that, this is then the connector that you need to incorporate into your flow here, into this one. So this is connected with the one I just showed you. And then after a while, you will see this update. Okay, that's it, what I wanted to share with you. Let's go back to my PowerPoint for some important remarks, because there's something you should be aware of. Okay, so after this demo, let's have a look at what I want to share in addition. So first thing is hosted RPA flows. If you have never done this, check out the following site. Here at the bottom I have a link included that explains you when you can use single hosted machines, for example, for development and testing, and when you can use hosted machine groups. That's what I used. Why? Because they can automatically scale and have load balancing inside, meaning you really spin up the machines only when you need them, and you pay only for what you use. So imagine in the morning you get 1,000 emails that need to be processed very, very quickly. Then such a hosted machine group with a couple of machines inside would make sense. Okay, then the other thing, short summary, what did we see? First, we saw manually triggered cloud flows on a mobile device. Then we saw automated cloud flows. We saw attended RPA flows on our computer. And in light blue color, I listed you what I showed you. Then we have unattended RPA flows, and we used a child flow inside of another flow. Okay, so that's what we did. But now let's take a step back and have a look at the business context. What it means and what possibilities you have. And here's just a pyramid of a corporation with the CEO on top and the employees doing the manual task at the bottom. Yeah? So if you use Power Platform Hyper automation tools, yeah, then you can reduce the time or the number of employees that are working for you. So the pyramid might look like that, which looks strange, yeah, because the one on top is by far too big. So what we can do is we can also shrink the upper part, meaning we have less employees, we need less managers, we have less admin costs, and we can be a more agile corporation, yeah, more flexible. But also, yeah, based on that, we can grow again. Why? Because if the administrative burden, all of this kind of baggage, how I call it, is out, you have possibilities to focus on other areas, on your core topics, what you are good in, yeah, and not the latest administrative task. And in combination, yeah, the possibility to grow, the indirect cost saving, the direct cost saving, yeah, all of this leads to an increase in corporate value or shareholder value, depending on the automation that you implement in your corporation. Okay, so that's it. Basically what I wanted to share with you. Thanks for watching and listening. And as usual, if you have questions or comments, send me an email or post it in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and then till next time.